What up, peeps? It's your Super Scotch artist Antonio back with another unboxing. Now, this time, like so many, I jumped at the fact that we were getting another expansion from the Warner Brother IP, and that new expansion is none other than the Sandworm. So, let's just jump right into this thing. Is comes in three pieces. Like, this box is very cool. It has the head, the tail, and or the body and the tail. um I definitely like the artwork, of course, on it. You know me, I'm an artist. It's got that nice Beetlejuice stuff. This is something that I don't know about y'all, but this is something I definitely did not expect at all to ever grace the HEROCLIX, verse is the Sandworm. But it was something that I wanted, realistically, because Beetlejuice was such a cool addition. So what you find when you get this, oops, hold on, threw away the important part, which is the card. First off, this is just super duper duper cool. Okay, so it comes with four cards. The card for the head, the card for the tail and the body, and the card that just tells you the rules of the Sandworm. So even though I'm going to have it up on screen, I'm still going to read it. And the rules are: the Sandworm head, body, and tail are considered Sandworm parts. During force construction, if you have added a Sandworm part to your force, you must add the other two Sandworm parts to your force by paying their costs. Sandworm parts can't be added to sidelines. So this cannot be sideline active, meaning it cannot be pilot of anything, because it has, each part has keywords unto itself. At the same time, it cannot be added as part of a pilot or sideline situation. Sandworm parts can't be generated, replaced, or replace other characters. So these is really just, there's so many different ways to bring people in. Say with Butterfly, you can't just say, oh, I'm taking the body of the Sandworm or the tail of the Sandworm and making it the Butterfly, even though I think that wouldn't work with Butterfly anyway. But there's other characters like the Joker and the Penguin that can replace themselves with somebody that has a monster keyword, which the Sandworm, all the three of the parts do have the monster keyword as one of their keywords. Also, when it says, when the Sandworm head moves after resolutions, place a friendly Sandworm body in a square the Sandworm head began its movement in. Now, the cool part about that is the Sandworm head is a 2x2 base, and the body is a peanut base, and the tail is a single base. So yeah, after resolutions, place a friendly Sandworm body in a square that Sandworm head began its movement. Then place a friendly Sandworm tail in a square that the Sandworm body last occupied. So when one moves, all other parts move. This is not a free action, so it is Beetlejuice proof. If the Sandworm body is on your force, damage that would be taken by the Sandworm head after reducers is taken by the Sandworm body instead. If the Sandworm tail is on the force, damage that would be taken by the Sandworm body after reducers is taken by the Sandworm tail instead. If all Sandworm parts are on the force, damage taken by the head will click the tail's dial. Protected pulse wave. So this is very cool because it just means that the head stays good until the body and the tail no longer are around. Now, there's definitely ways to get rid of the tail kind of easy in today's game. The cool part about it is it has some very cool things that it's designed so it can keep itself alive, which I absolutely like. And let's start with the head. The head says, first off, it starts off with hypersonic. It has the Ghost Realm, Animal, Cosmic, and Monster keyword, which is very cool. It can either be played at 100 or 70 points. I'm personally always going to play this at 100 points because I like that hypersonic and the 12 attack, which I really, really enjoy. And what it says is, it has two traits. Yeah, two traits. One is the Sandworm special rules, which I just read, and the other is opposing characters 4 or more squares away from the can't target Sandworm's head. Now, all of the Sandworm parts have those two traits, and that second trait is called half buried. So if you are 4 or more squares, which means even if you wanted to pulse wave this thing, you got to get within 3, which I absolutely love about this. So um, it has a hypersonic for the first 4 clicks, and then a special attack power for its first 6 clicks, which is Blaze Claw's Fangs. When Sandworm Head uses it, if you may roll 2d6 and choose one to be the result. Now, this is a perfect candidate for someone like Ares. When you come hypersonic up, blades one person. If they're adjacent to, or you find yourself adjacent to a bunch of people, you could potentially roll super big numbers and super big damage in one fell swoop, which I absolutely love. On its damage power, it has when Sandworm Head attacks, opposing characters can't use shape change or super senses. If Sandworm Head is a part of a Ghost Realm theme team, its attacks deal penetrating damage. Now you can play this at 300 points if you want to, because each part can be played at 100 points or a lower point value. I'm probably gonna play it more likely probably at like 370 just to give it some space. I would probably never play it at 200 just because I like the top dial so much. And it has that damage power at the beginning, the first 3 clicks, and its last 4 clicks. It does, after it loses its Blade's power, it goes into Steel Energy with 11 and 10 attack and 3 damage. The rest of the dial, I absolutely love this thing. Again, it's all pieces are mystics as well, so it's called you could potentially be hurting yourself by hurting it, and the head won't take any damage until the body and tail are KO'd. Now let's go over to the tail. I mean to the body. The body has the same keywords. All 3 pieces have the same keywords, again, which are Ghost Realm, Animal, Cosmic, and Mystic. They are all pieces are mystics. All pieces have those first 2 traits, like I had said before. Now, on the first 3 and last 2 clicks of the bodies dial, you have plasticity as a special power. At the beginning of your turn, you may place a friendly character with Sandworm in its name up to 2 squares away from its current square. Now, again, this is Beetlejuice proof. So at the beginning of your turn, all you got to do is choose what I would choose, which is the head, and it is a place. So it's not a move. So you don't got to worry about breaking away or anything like that. Even if you're adjacent to someone, say like Kong, who's the same size and is colossal, you can just place it 2 squares away. And remember, when that head moves, now the body would end up moving right to, it would be placed right next to in one of the squares that it starts in. So if you play it right, you can do some very, very cool movement shenanigans with this thing, which I absolutely love. And it has a special attack power on its first 4 and 8 and 9 clicks. This is 11 clicks long. All pieces are 11 clicks long except for the tail, which is 10 clicks long. Oh no, the head is 12 clicks long. Wow, that's so good. That's so good. Yes, it's 12, 11, 10. I love it. I love it. I love it. It has an attack power which says at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to each adjacent opposing character, then give those characters an action token. Now, action economy is super huge in this game, and they get around that by not only making it harder, making it easy for them to move around, but if they're adjacent to you, now they can just start to slow you down too. So I absolutely love that. This thing has a 21 defense with a 4 damage, 10 attack, which is the only sore spot about this is that 10 attack. I absolutely love this daggone thing. It has 1 bolt. All of them have 1 bolt except for the tail, which has 3 bolts. I absolutely love that. That is the body and the tail. It says opposing characters 4 or more squares. Oh, nope, I already read those 2 traits. The first 4 and the last 2 clicks of the tail's dial has precision strike. At the beginning of your turn, you may place any 2 friendly Sandworm parts into each other's squares. Now, most people have already figured out that the mindset of, oh, I'm just going to attack the tail. Well, that's perfectly fine. If you have this on its click and you don't have any kind of outwit or any kind of way to shut it down, then what you can do is you can just say, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to switch spots. So you came over here to attack the tail. I'm going to just switch spots with you. And now you got to deal with the head, which some people will gladly deal with. But I absolutely love this. It has super senses, essentially its whole dial. But on its first 4 clicks, it has a special power that gives it super senses and toughness. So I love this. I love this thing. It has 3 damage with 11 attack. Then goes to some super strength, which is great. So it can potentially heal up from the heart-shaped herb if need to. It gets flurry on its last 6 clicks, which it starts at with on the 60-point line. Then get some exploit too. Flurry with exploit, I absolutely love it. And it has 3 bolts, which in put in the right situations can, again, with the precision strike on its first 4 and the last 2 clicks, especially with its first 4, it has force blast as well. So you could potentially hit people for 1 and knock them back into some stuff that could potentially knock them back into the body, keep people, tied down, and then just have them just running roughshod on you. I absolutely love this thing. Let's take a quick look. I usually look at the sculpt first. Oh yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. I had said that the Joker Raptor the Joker Raptor's face looked like the Sandworm, and now I'm just like, maybe not. Maybe, even though it still kind of resembles it, the coloring on this, and it goes to show. Shout out to Tim Burton and the creative team on the Beetlejuice, because my mind doesn't think to make stuff like this is nightmare fuel, for some people. And the coloration, the coloring on this thing, in the design on just the character itself, not even just in HEROCLIX form, but just the character on itself, it's just absolutely amazing. I'm gonna have to get some fake sand to make it and just put it around the body to make it look like it's actually coming out of the sand. I absolutely love this thing. Let's get you out of here. Yep, that's the body and that's the tail. And when you kind of put them all together, look at that. That's great. Man, that is fun. That is fun. Fun. Wow. Kudos to you, WizKids, for making this. This is great. This is what it's about for me at this point in time. While I love getting all my Marvel characters, I'm a Spider-Man guy. I got my Spidey on today. I love me some Spidey, but I'll take this type of stuff every day and twice on Sunday. So when I ordered this, since I wanted the extra prizes and stuff that came with it, I ordered another piece that initially I had said no to, but after looking at it, I just was like, you know what, screw it. Let me go ahead and get it. And that is the Killer Moth. And Killer Moth has been shown, but I absolutely, look at that. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Colors are great. The wings are perfect. This is nice. Killer Moth has actually gotten some really cool sculpts in the HEROCLIX form. I hope they reuse this pose for somebody. This could easily be a Superman pose. This could easily be a bunch of people's poses that are just kind of mid-flight and stuff like that. And this Killer Moth looks cool. I don't even play Gotham people like that, but I want to play the heck out of this Killer Moth now. And the reason I decided to buy him is because of what he actually does. He has 2 keywords: Gotham City Underworld and Secret Society of Supervillains. We are getting some of those Secret Society of Supervillains in the upcoming Lantern Legacy, so he could find a place on some teams. He has 2 traits. First trait is low rent tech. At the beginning of the game, roll a d6 and give Killer Moth a number of Moth tech tokens equal to the result. Okay? If you are the second player, instead roll 2d6. I love that. It's a lot of Gotham people like him and Harley and other people that are like, oh, if you're the second player, the Toy Man are like, oh, hey, if you're the second player, you get this on top of this other thing. Free. Remove a number of Moth Tech tokens until your next turn. Killer Moth can use the following effects based on the number of Moth Tech tokens he has removed. If he removes one, he gets Flight and ignores characters. 2 Moth Tech tokens, he modifies his combat values by +1. 3 of them, he has free turn Killer Moth to his starting click. Ugh, that's pretty nice. And then he has another trait, which is friendly characters within 3 squares can use Mastermind, but only to choose Killer Moth regardless of adjacency or keywords. Oh my gosh. That's really good because he doesn't have really good keywords that meld with what most people would play in today's game. So players just at 35 points being able to mastermind to him within 3 he's almost like a different version of Stunner. In the Doc Ock, that Stunner for 25 points being able to mastermind to her from Doc Ock's anywhere on the map is crazy. He also says when a friendly character chooses Killer Moth with the character chooses Killer Moth with Mastermind, if they share a keyword with him after resolutions, heal that friendly character 1 click. So if you actually build teams around him and you have some some synergy with that, you can not only, if that person gets hurt, they can mastermind and then get healed up. So there is some fun to be had with that. That sculpt is beautiful. Another thing that was kind of a no-brainer to me is I wanted more zombie unicorns. Now I have a video talking about the zombie unicorn, and I want a bunch of these. Now this makes that I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them, so I'm excited. Again, the sculpt is already beautiful. Right behind me, I literally have this and the normal unicorn on display already. That's how much I like it. The zombie unicorn is a mystic and underworld team ability. Has zombie horde, animal, deity, monster, mystical, and past keywords. You can team up. I want to just team up 2 of these with Cap's Cookie Quartet. Because why not? It has a trait, 2 traits. One is for all characters with this trait. When an opposing character within 5 squares or occupying any grave terrain markers would heal, roll a d6, 5 through 6. Instead, deal that character unavoidable damage equal to the amount that they would have healed. Ugh. And it just says, again, for all characters with this trait, when an opposing character within 5 squares or occupying any grave terrain marker. Okay. That's pretty fun. Other trait says when zombie unicorn damages an opposing character after resolution, generate a grave terrain marker in the damaged character's square. So that's very cool. And then it has poison and steel energy. Its whole die, which is 10 clicks at 100 points. It gets 6 clicks at 75 points. Steel energy and poison when zombie unicorn is hit with a close attack. After resolutions, roll a d6. On the 4 through 6, remove any equipment equipped to the attacker from the game, and the attacker can't use attack powers until the end of your next turn. Whoa. Fantastic. That's worth it. That is worth it. Talk about worth it. That is absolutely worth it. So, oh, you hit me? That's cool. Well, not only can I steal energy back up, but get rid of this equipment. So give me some points. And even remember, when you remove it from the game, even if someone paid 0 points to get it on the field, like the +1 longsword or destroyer armor or something like that, when it's removed from the game, they still score it. Yeah, I had some fun with that. Lastly, this is an oldie, but a figure I did not have in my collection, and it is none other than good old Krampus. As soon as I saw this, I was like, yes, because I don't have this character, and I have all of the other kind of like oddball type characters and stuff like that, and those Christmassy type characters. WizKids needs to continue to make more of these types of characters. Use some of that D&D stuff that you're using, like the evil snowman and the jack-o'-lantern and all like the different little holiday things that you make for D&D. Just put a HEROCLIX base on it, make it do whatever you want it to do, and then sell it to us, and we'll get it. Look at these old cards, how they used to come bent like that is in comparison to the way they come now. WizKids has learned, it's not perfect, but WizKids has come a long way. because this is how, I mean, just the box size, right? This is a side by side. That's side by side. How it used to look like. This is much better, and this holds the figure nicely and holds the card nicely without it being damaged. So you don't have this, and you gotta. They were doing this for so long. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Krampus is a snowflake team ability, which is a wild card, which is cool. This sculpt is great with him kidnapping the kids. This is again. This is make a Santa Claus. Just go ahead and make a Santa Claus. That's all. That's all we're missing. Make a Santa Claus. Make his elves. Just go ahead and do that. You already made like the kind of Legolas elf. Just make like support elves. Just do that, and we'll love it. He has a trait. Krampus can use the capture ability. That shows how old this thing is. He also has monster and mystical keyword. He can use it normally, or if the target is a higher point value, he's 79 points. He may be given a double power action. Oof, that's so old. That's not even in the game anymore. Instead of a power action, when Krampus releases a captured character in his starting area, in addition to the normal effects, heal Krampus to his starting click. He has 0 damage his whole dial. I'm kidnapping you. That's it. This is one of those pieces where it's just like I literally just wanted it just to have it. It's so bad. He also has an attack power that says when Krampus uses the capture ability, modifies attack by +1. That would make him have an 11 attack for each action token on the target, which he can potentially have a 12. He has a defensive power. When Krampus doesn't have a captive, he can use super senses. Okay. Other than that, he's just bare. He's just bare. And then he has damage power. Krampus can use perplex, but only to modify attack values -2. The reason being is because when you attack somebody that has somebody captured, when you hit them, they have to drop them. So, yeah. That's a blast from the past, but I wanted it, and now I'm glad I have it. Now, when I see someone else that has it offered in their trade thing, I don't ever have to be like, maybe I should trade something modern for this old Krampus. I got it now. I got it just from ordering the Sandworm and Killer Moth, which I didn't have either one of those. So, with that being the case, I love these pieces. I love them. I can't wait to play Sandworm. I think Sandworm is going to pop up. If not right now, because I know that the meta is so locked in. If it doesn't pop up right now, I think it actually will pop up in the next year or so. You could play this thing potentially, and just, there's some stuff you can do. There's definitely some things you can do with the Sandworm, not even at just full, but also at the lower point values. There's some stuff that you can do, and I can't wait to see what comes out to help make it a thing. So this should be very, 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 very fun. With that being the case, what say you? Did you order the Sandworm? Did you order the Killer Moth? Do you have any? Are you liking the zombie unicorns, and zombie sharks and stuff like that? I love both of those things. What's the next thing you would like to see WizKids make? Yeah, let me know in the comments. The next property, either from Warner Brothers. Let me know what the next Warner Brothers property you would like to see WizKids make. Regardless of what anyone says, they do look at this content. They do. Even if it's just for a quick second, they are checking out this content. So write in below what you would like to see, because you never know. Your suggestion might be the light bulb that goes off in someone's head that make them say, oh yeah, we are doing this, or might just be further confirmation that they should be making that thing that you suggested. I personally think with Warner Brothers, since they own Mortal Kombat's under that umbrella, go ahead and make some Mortal Kombat. If they made a Mortal Kombat Iconics, it's going to sell 1000%. It is going to sell. All you gotta do is just do it. I would love it. As always, it's your super sketch artist Antonio. Thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Go be